Hello, hello. This is Carol Ramkama, and I have a special message for you today. If you are someone retirement age or near retirement age, and you're like, oh, I wish I had more flexibility. I wish that I could spend more time with my grandkids. I wish I could just get up and do what I want to do when I want to do it. Okay, so for the last 25 years, I have worked out of my home, which there's so many ways to do that. I did direct sales where I worked out of my home, but I took product and I did parties in people's homes. But about 2.5 years ago, I had a shift in my life. I had a shift in my heart. I had a shift in just where I was and how I wanted to spend my days. And I made a huge jump to a different place, a new place, and joined network marketing, which prior to that, I thought direct sales, that's parties, I go sell, it's just like understood and I knew that. And network marketing for me, a lot of times had a little bit of a taboo to it. Does that make any sense? I was like, ooh, I don't really know. But honestly, this new product I found was one I was very passionate about. I believed in it because I felt it work on my body. It was reputable. It was a company that had a few years experience, not a lot, behind it. And I decided now was a great time to make a shift. So if you are in your life somewhere and it just doesn't feel like where you want to be, then look at where you want to be. Make a list of the things that you wish you no longer had to do, and make a list of the things that you're passionate about that you would love to do, and look for something that fits your life now. Because one of the mistakes I made for a few years was not being in a total joy zone place in my other business, but feeling like that's what I was. That's where I was going to always be, because who changes careers when they're 60 years old? And what I want to tell you is there is freedom, but there is joy in being where God wants you to be, being where you want to be. So if inside your heart doesn't feel quite right, something just doesn't feel like, I'm not saying that every day is like perfect when you're in your career or in your business or in your job that you should be, but you know what I mean. Like your heart, your gut, your soul. You have good days and bad days, but this is where you know you're called to be. If you don't feel like that's where you're at right now, just do some soul searching. And really what I did was like, this is what I would miss. This is what I wish I had that isn't here. And I went back and forth, and like the biggest thing for me is helping others. And that doesn't matter to me if I help my son and daughter-in-law out by taking care of my older grandson while they're in the hospital having a new baby, or if that means getting up on, really high in the air, putting siding on my daughter's house because they needed it done and I had the freedom and the flexibility to do it, even though I'm scared of heights. I love helping, okay? Maybe for someone else, it's like taking somebody to a doctor's appointment, or maybe it is just listening, or sometimes it's shopping with someone that just values your opinion. Whatever that is, I love to help people. And in my prior position, I had a passion for helping people that were in a terrible place financially. In other words, they were, they were at the brink, either credit card debt that was growing instead of going backwards, a fear of losing their homes or their farms or something. And I could waltz in and say, hey, it doesn't matter if you've never sold anything. It doesn't matter if you're scared to talk in front of people. I was too, and I can show you how you can do this. And I can show you how you can have $1,000 a month. Just listen to me. Come, I will help you do that. Greatest joy I ever had in my life, other than being a mother and a grandmother and the family positions, is helping others create the finances they need to take away a pain or to create a pleasure that they wanted. There's nothing like it for me. There's nothing like it. And so I was in a place where I wasn't taking away pain, and I certainly wasn't giving pleasure. I was just kind of helping maintain, and that just wasn't working for me. So I jumped over to a new place where I took care of people's foot pain and headaches and back pain, and now I'm on an amazing journey of where once again I'm helping people take care of their financial pain because I have this new business figured out. So I just wanted to pour that out today. If you aren't where you feel like you should be, life's too short. Get where you know that you should be. Thanks for listening.